So sitting back, observing, seeing how something works, the mechanism, see how whoever built it, the shadow government, all the elements that's in it. I always like to make this an example. At the people they built the concept of school. So if you understand elemental magic and stuff like that, you know that school and the energy of it that they built it and the space that it was in was more on a percentage scale of air and earth. And water and fire is less on a percentage scale, all the way down to you ain't even allowed to have too many feelings about things. You gotta go to school. It's the logical thing or practical thing to do, the air and the earth thing to do. How they constructed it based upon the indoctrination, how we feel about it. Then anytime you go there, even if you like to go there and you're an adult and you're going to college now, you know that the space you be put in anytime you're in that geographical location and you're on that premise. You feel more of the energy of air and earth and less of the percentage scale of fire and water. Even to your reason as you develop when you start to react and respond to the stimuli, the spiritual stimuli of the gas and liquid being in that environment. You know that it's more logical and practical. Pardon me. So you dare to take notes, rationalize, make sense out of something, earth, and listen and communicate and talk and ask questions and share ideas, air. So that's like 75 to 85% of the energy there. 15% left, that leads to 100. That'd be the water and fire. So you only get a good feeling when you in gym. You only get a good feeling when you in art. You only get a good feeling when you at lunch. And you get to like express yourself and you ain't got to think and be practicalizing because you're in one of the periods that deals with you learning. You know what I'm saying? A lot of with the air and earth element. So take this little concept and you know that if you got a lot of fire and water in your chart, it was probably hard for you to sit down or think straight or really comprehend what the teacher is expressing if it wasn't a teacher that had a good character. If you had a lot of fire and water in your chart going to school. Trust me, I know I'm triple fire. See what I'm saying? Now look. Understanding that, you know, in order for you to listen well, you got to do something. Now that you know astrology, you know exactly what you got to do. Anytime you know what you're doing, you're a bad motherfucker because we always doing anything anyway. We doing all these things anyway. So now you know, oh, I got to harness my energy and add more air and earth. I got to calm down, be more practical. Even if I got to force myself to do more things than the average person who got more air and earth in their chart than me do. Especially if you're in college right now, this is good knowledge to have. Then boom, jump into because a lot of air and fire, I mean a lot of water and fire be going to college purely for a sport and not even for the actual curriculum. That even if that sport was to fail and your ACL break or something like that, you won't have something to fall back on. And 9 times out of 10, other students will be looking at you like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? They should be looking at you like, look at her chart, look at his chart. They got too much water and fire. That's probably what it is. So, like when you're in a situation, when you're understanding the alchemy of something, now you know how to participate to be able to get better grades in that specific class that you may not understood previously, understanding alchemy and magic. Now, take this example that I'm talking about and look at that in all areas, especially when it comes to the Olympics, you having to survive in the world. Every job and corporation and things of that nature is set up with a certain mechanism. And you start to have to mix it around too. It ain't just a whole bunch of air and earth like school. That's just one of them. That concept itself, I'm putting you in a mind frame. Now, jump into that equilibrium and unbiased energy, then look at it from that perspective, and then look at it through the different patterns of that same character. Now, the different pattern is going to be different things beyond school. And now you'll be able to size things up. Okay, this corporation, this job, this relationship right here got more percentage level of fire and air and less of water and this circumstance or this relationship I'm getting ready to get in or this business or this job got more circumstance of, you know what I'm saying, earth and more water and less and more fire and less air. You'll be able to start to mix it up like a categorizing thing of that nature. And you'll go beyond saying it's just doing that because of the actual zodiac signs you're playing. No, it don't play like that. There's a such thing as a synastry charts and composition charts. So joining forces is always teamwork makes the dream work. So the joining of 2 or more energies create multiple energies. That's how we have sex. So it's not you saying, oh, I'm getting ready to have this situation because this person is this element. So I'm about to jump in this kind of situation. But you're a narc. You're never taking self-responsibility even in a positive area. Anytime you participate, you're adding on your energy too. Don't be a narc. Always have self-evaluation too. So once you understand that, you know that you and others together create a circumstance and stuff like that. So that's how you make it better. And then you'll be able to look at it like, all right, it don't matter what zodiac sign I'm dealing with. It could be any zodiac sign. But this situation itself is this kind of mixture of an element. You could be around someone who got total air. You might got total earth. That don't mean y'all get ready to make that type of situation. You see what I'm saying? Based upon the things we have to do in the world. And the things we have to do in the world, shadow government took the as above, so below energy to mix them up. So you still y'all energy, but y'all got to do that elemental mixture based upon what we all have to do based upon survival mode anyway. Or it wouldn't be like that if we was all just coming together to make up our own things. Then we would be in that type of situation. But until then, we in a situation where it don't matter what zodiac sign you're dealing with. That don't necessarily mean that's the actual elemental situation you're going to create. Because when y'all come together, y'all still, the things y'all doing is stuff that the shadow government created anyway. And that got a mixture of its own. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it like that, now you truly know what you're going to participate in or not. Because now you know what you're willing to endure and how much fire you got to fight and if it's worth it or not. So now you know how to pick your battles better from a spiritual perspective of actually understanding that concept without it being a cliche term. Ooh, pardon me, y'all. Yeah, I had a whole lot to do. This whole lot of photoshops, logos, and this mixtape. I'm trying to get done with this for Wednesday, so I can have everything already released for Friday, and I can give me a break, so I can do everything that I wanted to do for this week. I understand, but and I seen her and everybody too that readings I missed. If you watching right now, because I know somebody said they order a moon reading too. I couldn't find it. Email astrology9alchemy@gmail.com. I think people might got that email, might be emailing the wrong email.